Hi Cancer, and welcome to your July 2019 Tarot and Astrology reading. My name is Ariel, and I would love to wish you all a happy birthday month to all my June and July Cancer sun signs. I'm going to be just doing the general reading with your tarot cards and also with your astrology chart, just to see the kind of planetary movements that are coming in. First, I want to just mention that this may not resonate for every single Cancer because this is a general reading. If anything resonates with you, that's wonderful. Those messages are for you. If they do not resonate, then feel free to disregard them. You may also want to look up your moon or rising sign videos, and that this is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's just get started, Cancer. I'm going to pull a major arcana card to see what comes out as just the major general message for you right now. Alright, so you've got the Fool card. This is the very first card of the Major Arcana. So this denotes that you are going to be taking some kind of leap of faith, something that's coming to you, whether it's an offer, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new job, new place to move, etc. This is something that's really pushing you to go on a new journey and to really follow your heart and your spirit and intuition right now. And so then I'm going to pull a card from the Druid Animal Oracle, and I'm going to see which animal spirit is coming out strongest for you for the month of July. Oh wow, okay Cancer, this is the Bear card. I believe Aquarius also had this card this month. This is such a beautiful, beautiful card because it really is about power, it's about sovereignty. It's that mother bear energy, so it's very protective, it's very strong. It knows when to retreat and to hibernate and take a rest and take a break. So it knows the cycles really well of nature. This also corresponds, to the North Star, Polaris, and to, Ursa Major, which is, the great bear that moves through the sky through the whole year. In Celtic mythology, this is also connected to King Arthur, Artois, all that was, connected to the bear. So very powerful, very strong, very formidable. I love that you got that card as well, Cancer, because that's one of my favorites. Alright, so let's look in your astrology chart for the month. This is right here. This is going to be your general planetary messages. This is a big month for Cancer especially because we start the new moon is in Cancer, and it's a solar eclipse on the same day of July 2nd. You're definitely going to feel this one because it's going to be moving right across your whole, identity, who you are, your sense of self. It may really shine a light on who am I, what am I doing here, what is my soul's purpose, what is my mission in life. It's really going to illuminate and hopefully bring in a lot of positive change and growth, because whenever the solar eclipse comes along, it brings in new things. It brings in whatever it is that we want to manifest over the next 6 months. So you'll definitely feel that from now all the way until we reach, you start the summer solstice we're in right now with Cancer, then we go to the winter solstice with Capricorn in December. So you're definitely going to feel that progression. Another really beautiful thing too this month, Cancer, is that Venus, the sign of love, relationships, etc., is going to be moving into your sign as well. So you will be extra magnetic, extra charming, extra attractive. You'll be really good at diplomacy. If people are, giving you a hard time, they might be a little more lenient with you this month, especially because of that. You just will have a natural charm and wit, and you'll know how to handle people easier than usual. So Mars was in your sign last month in Cancer. That definitely brings up, kind of heavy mood swings. So that's actually passing out of your sign this month, which is a positive thing, Cancer. So goodbye to that. You won't be quite as moody as you had been last month. It won't be quite as harsh. You're generally always moody anyway because you are moon sign ruled, but it's fine, you know. But this past month, especially for June, was a little bit more difficult. Then you go through, we're having a Mercury retrograde July 7th through 31st. That will start out in Leo, and it will go retrograde through part of Cancer, but that happens later in the month. You might feel it for a couple weeks, where it's like, oh, I've got to rethink this, I've got to redo that, I've got to replan something here or there. So just keep in mind, as a good rule of thumb, July 7th through 31st, try not to make any big plans. You know, don't sign contracts, buy big property purchases, or anything that you can't either return or change your mind on later. Because after Mercury goes direct, we usually do change our mind. The other opposite energy, of course, is that after we experience that new moon and solar eclipse over here in Cancer, later in the month, 2 weeks later, it comes back again for our full moon in Capricorn, opposite your sign. So right now, Cancer, you're definitely in a universal energy where relationships in general have been a little difficult, if not a lot difficult, because Saturn has been moving through your universal 7th house, which is marriage, it's partnerships, it's relationships. I would say that what I would really boil that down to is that when Saturn is in that house, your existing relationships will be extremely tested. They will go through challenges, but if they're essentially stable, they will survive. If they were not stable and they really weren't good for you to begin with, it will probably change, and you'll probably, you know, make a move away from something because it's not for your best good and it doesn't have a stable base. So with the lunar eclipse and the full moon coming through that house, this could really be a wake-up that you say, you know what, it's time to release this. If this isn't good for me, if this relationship isn't working, I've got to let this go, or I've got to really deeply reevaluate it and take a big step back. However, like I said, if something is stable, this may be a time where you go, you know what, we've been through some hard times, but we're getting through it, and it's getting better, and I can see, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. So those are your general astrology messages for the month, Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some tarot for you now and see what comes up for this month. Dear angels, dear divine blessings and light beings, please come in while we look through the cards for this month of July 2019 for the sun sign of for Cancer. I just want to invite all angels, beings of light, helpers and healers, anybody who's passed on in your life, loved ones, family, friends who may be close by for your guidance, to all be with us right now while we look through this reading for you for July 2019 for Cancer. Okay, Cancer, so you definitely do have some choices to be making. That's absolutely true. It's going to get better, though. This actually is really good. Really great progression here. Wow. Yeah, so right now, Cancer, what you're dealing with is this Two of Swords, and this again is like, it's that decision and that decision-making process. And you'll definitely feel this pull between mostly the relationship with yourself and then the relationship with who you're with, or, you know, other people. And there can be that, it's that Two of Swords where it's like, which way should I go, which way should I go? Sometimes, like in this card, it's like saying, sometimes you don't have to pick either one, just take the middle path. Because sometimes you're just pulling yourself apart trying to make a decision. So don't force it. Don't rush. And pay attention to your intuition, because I think that that's so important, especially for water signs. So crossing that is the Chariot. So it really is a decision about, should I go or should I stay? It's whether you should go or stay. It's really about, this is forward movement, this is new learning. And, you know, it's like in the Chariot traditional card, it of course has the man, you know, on the chariot with the horses and the whole thing, and he's ready to go. And it denotes a lot of learning, travel, movement, higher education, and breakthroughs. So this is really showing, you know, it's awareness. That's what this one's called in the Osho Zen Tarot. And so it's showing how that veil of illusion has been burned through and that figure of awareness is moving through. And it's kind of one of those things where once you know something, you can't unknow it. And so that may be what you're coming from. It's like, I can't go back because I have had my eyes opened. The blinders are off and now I can see what's really there. And so if that's the case, you have to really make a move based on what the truth is for you. So in the immediate past, you've got this Five of Swords. So there is that kind of negative comparison between you and something else. Like you felt like you're not good enough. Your self-esteem, your own self-worth was really struggling. But you really took some time, and I think you may still even be in the process of taking some time turning within, and knocking out those negative voices that are surrounding you, whether these are actual people saying things that aren't so nice, or kind of a drag on your energy, or if that's just your own voice within, that tells yourself you're not good enough even when you truly are. So that's something that goes into the past position. So that's what you're coming out of, but that's a really good thing that you're coming out of it, because now you are more aware. Now you are feeling that, hey, I didn't know what I needed to know before, and now I do. So that unconscious energy here we bring up is that Nine of Wands. This is stuff that's going on within you that maybe you're not quite completely aware of on a conscious level, but you are deep down. You've been really defensive, and you've had to defend yourself a lot, and you feel worn out, maybe working too hard, not getting enough rest. And a lot of this has to do with the Judgment card, because this is, again, new awareness, new beginnings, that trumpet call that, the angels sound off and you just go, okay, I am awake now. I am not in the dark anymore. And enlightenment is not for the faint of heart. It is not an easy process, because sometimes it really is easier, quote unquote, to be in the dark and not really know what's coming, or not really know the full truth. Because once you know the full truth, if it isn't so nice, it's like, oh gosh, now I gotta make a decision on this. So this feels pretty exhausting to you right now, Cancer. However, this is, part of your breakthrough. This is the consciousness card. So you actually, I think, are aware that there is justice, that there is balance coming into play here. And this is a very powerful card in this deck, because it is the breakthrough. To me, this card has been coming up for so many people this month. It's amazing how much. And I really believe it's because with those intense lunar and solar eclipse energies, we are dealing with rebalancing. Anything that's been out of kilter, just hasn't been in harmony for us, is getting brought back into harmony. And it's also, to me, we're really coming into this time where people are saying, if I've been abused, if I've been hurt, if I've been put down and not treated right, I'm going to put my foot down. I might have put up with it for a really long time, but not anymore. And crossing over that is the Nine of Cups. This takes on a whole extra meaning within this deck, because it says it might seem okay on the surface, but look at underneath, it's all cracking up under the foundation. So it tells you that even if you feel like things are basically okay, wishes are fulfilled, stabilization seems there, but if the foundation isn't solid, yet again, that moon, that Capricorn moon is coming in for you, Cancer, to say, look at your foundation. Is it solid? And then look what's happening coming into the immediate future. This is gorgeous. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is earth energies. This is balance. This is stability. This is coming back into where you want to be. This is doing better with money. This is having what you need for the things that you need. And then, of course, on top of that, crossing over, is the Ace of Pentacles. So these are huge spiritual and material gifts. There's that maturity of spirit that comes into it, where it's like, wow, I've really learned some lessons. I've really grown up a lot here. And you're more stable. Even when things are difficult, you just handle things with more wisdom and grace and balance. And so this isn't just spiritual gifts, but it's actually tangible material benefits as well. I love that card so much for you right now. So going up along the side, the Devil's popping out. Here he is. And this is, the conditioning card. This always tells me in the Osho's End that this is important for you to know, that the best approach to all of this right now is truly being yourself. Because the Devil card many times it gets us sucked into compulsive thought or negative patterns that aren't really indicative of our true self. So this again, you know, so's the lion wearing the sheepskin, trying to act like a sheep. He's not a sheep. He's a lion, and he's got to be himself. And then that doubles up that strength. Another major arcana crossing over that double. There's the Emperor. There's the Rebel saying, "Be yourself. Be who you truly are." Use your far-ranging vision, Cancer, because you can be very nostalgic. You're mostly someone that thinks more past rather than more future. That this is saying think a little bit more in the future right now too. And break those chains of conformity. Wear those bright colors if you want to. Be who you are. Don't be afraid. Because here on this one, this is what you need to know about the situation as well. Whether, you know, somebody might be either hiding something from you, not showing their full truth, because here's that moon sign. Here's that stuff where it's kind of unknown and unhidden. Not unhidden, but actually hidden. So pay attention to that. And, you know, pay attention to how close you play your cards to the chest. Because you might be really afraid of getting taken advantage of right now. And, you know, don't let somebody treating you poorly make you close up or close down to other people that are good for you and do care very much about you. You know, because right now this is in your hopes and fears position. So this is that Eight of Pentacles. There's a part of you that's kind of worried that you're just going to be working day to day and nothing much is really going to change. And so there's that Five of Cups, and this really is a matter of perspective with that card, because it's really telling you that actually all isn't lost, all isn't bad. There's a few things that are really challenging right now, and then there's other things that really aren't at all. Some of those cups are knocked over, some of them are still full and standing up. And this is really all about, you know, it's like it's the focus. It's the focus on, you know, all the mess, all the things that are challenging and negative. Meanwhile, there's that beautiful champagne glass sitting there behind you, ready for you to celebrate life. So just keep that in mind, Cancer. And then going forward into the outcome there, you've got your Knight of Pentacles. So you are, it's a slow movement forward, but it is a movement forward. And I believe that this is a sign of better things to come, absolutely. Just keep in mind not to get stuck in the squabbles, not to get stuck in the minutiae, because this can sometimes be that tussle, you know, quarrels, little arguments, nothing really huge, but just enough to throw you off of your path, to throw you off of your positive track. Because I really like that Knight of Pentacles. You've got a lot of good earth energy coming in. So I absolutely believe that you're on a good track, Cancer. Absolutely. And look at the next card out, would have been the King of Pentacles. There's another earth. There's the king to that queen of earth. So yeah, you're definitely coming into a more stable, more balanced energy, and I believe that especially after July 17th, you are so going to feel that with that Capricorn activation for you. And I'm just going to pull an Archangel card from the Archangel deck, and also an Angel Oracle card to see what message is coming from your angelic guidance. Alright, so you got the chakra clearing, Cancer. This is all about, you know, clearing all the different energy meridians of your body. Sometimes, you know, getting a massage, listening to sound therapy, you know, getting acupuncture, Reiki, even just taking a walk, taking a sea salt bath can really start to help balance those energetic points in the body. It's all about clearing and cleansing right now. Alright, Cancer, this is a powerful card. Gemini had this one too. This is the Let Your Past Go, and I think this is so important for you because you are a nostalgic sign. You are a sentimental being, and that's not easy. I know. I'm a Capricorn, and we're very nostalgic as well. And so if anything's been painful, if you've been carrying around those heavy burdens, it's really important to let it go now. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set the burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and now it's gone. So I really pray for you, Cancer, that that will be an easy letting go, and that you'll really start to see the greater radiance and greater higher energy that you definitely deserve. It's absolutely there for you. This is a brand new channel, and I would love it if you would subscribe and like and share this if you enjoyed the content. I will be back very soon. I'm not sure how many times a month I'm going to be posting readings, but I will definitely be posting more in the future. So thank you so much for visiting, and I hope you have a wonderful month ahead, Cancer. Take care.